I mean, it was really good, and Michael was funny geschmurning because we were saying, do we have anybody on our team that went through the military? And Michael had to do like 6 months in Austria, so we talked about the Austrian military and said it really wasn't a comparison. And Graham made the comment, we know that. So it was pretty easy. No, I mean, it's good, it's good. It's good for the guys to realize, I mean, all our guys realize there's a lot of facets of life, and we bring a little bit of entertainment to people, but these guys do a tremendous job of protecting our country, and the service they give our country is outstanding.
The intramural skill level, did you notice any of the guys have some skills that might be of interest?
Yeah, definitely. It was Tete was out there quite serious on our side of things. So no, it was good. It was good. You see guys. I mean, guys are always goofing around with it a little bit, but it was good to see the guys from Fort Lewis have a good sense of humor about it as well. So.
That was a few days ago, but the waiver draft moves that you guys made, what were you trying to accomplish in those?
We've had Daniel Steers up here before. He played a couple of reserve games earlier for us in the year. He was at our combine. We liked him. We felt right now with the injuries that we had in the back that he might be somebody who can help us maybe fill something there if we need to. So right now we don't have an opening on our roster, but you never know what happens in the next month or so.
And Smith?
Smith was another guy that we saw at our combine that we really liked, and he's playing with Pittsburgh right now, and so we're talking to him, and we're seeing he's a wide player, he's a winger. And we're seeing what the situation is. He might be bound right now to Pittsburgh, so we can't get him out of there. But we're going to have to see what the situation is. But we liked him when he was in our combine, and he was another guy that if he would have been on the draft board, we would have drafted.
How is club health as you begin the new week?
It was good, obviously. Leo participated today for the first time. Adam did more, which was good. Ayani was working with Dave Tenney. Everybody was a step forward. Mara was in full training, so was Fernandez. So everybody took a step forward.
How are you looking at Zakawani these days?
I mean, he's training. He's training, and we look at it day by day, and feels good. So he was full in training today, and we'll see how he continues to come along. Tomorrow we're gonna play a little bit, so we'll look at him in that situation.
CONCACAF to MLS to U.S. Open, so many different paths that you guys go down. How exciting is it to get back on that MLS Cup path?
Yeah, the alphabet soup that we sort of pursue. It's good. It's good to get back into MLS play. I mean, obviously right now we come back with an unbelievable run of like 7 games in 22 days, and it's tough. It's tough for them. I mean, really, today we're just trying to get the legs back under them. Tomorrow we want to play a little bit so we get some rhythm, and Wednesday's the one day we can train, and then we're getting ready for a game, and then after that it's from one game to the other game to the next game. But it's good. We want to get points in MLS, and Montreal, we're going to open up their stadium, so they're going to be, pumped up and ready to go.
You feel like you got out of the break the way you wanted to come out of it, in terms of coming back today? And
Yeah. I think it was important for the guys to get away a little bit, and to spend some time, and just to spend some time with their family or with their friends, and just get away from the daily grind of training, and I think that's good for everybody. So everybody came back in a good mood.
How are things going with negotiations with San Jose to buy an extra day there?
I don't know. I play when they tell me to play. So it's something that's there. I mean, I think we've got it's a tough game, and it's tough. If everything's equal, you're okay with it. But it's just something. If they say we play on Tuesday, we play Tuesday. If it's Wednesday, we'll play Wednesday.
can you give any kind of assessment on the Eddie Johnson trade? Now that you guys are getting ready to play Montreal and some of the guys that, or at least one of the guys you traded away.
I mean, I don't know if you can assess that. That's something you can assess better at the end of the season. Obviously, Eddie's gotten some key goals for us, and contributed along the way here. Mike Facito, has moved on to another location, one we don't like in Portland, but he moved on to Portland, and Lamar's gotten some minutes. I think he's picked up a key assist for them as well along the way. I don't know if he has a goal in league play yet for them. I don't think so, but so I don't know what Jesse's thoughts are. How he sees Lamar doing, how he sees him down into the future. But you know, certainly it was a trade that we felt at the time made sense to us, and we still feel it was a trade that makes sense.
Earlier in the season, you said that Cordell Cato wasn't progressing the way that you wanted him to, or as quickly as you thought he would because of some nagging injuries. How is he doing now that you've seen him more in Open Cup play?
He's doing much better. You know, obviously, I think he's dealt with those injuries now, and he's sort of left those behind him. He's also matured a little bit in terms of understanding that, okay, you're going to have a little ache and pain, and you still got to go out and train. And you know, he's done well in the Open Cup games, albeit, you know, they're second division teams per se, but you know, you got to play well in those games, and he has. You know, I didn't think his first half was the greatest against Cal FC, but I thought in the second half he came on really well. So when you look at him having a couple of assists in those games, as a wide player, he hit the post as well. You know, I think he was really dangerous at some moments in his speed. You can see that he can offer things to our team down the line as well.
And Ochoa also kind of trying to make the most out of his minutes in Open Cup.
Yeah, Ochoa definitely did. I mean, the 2 goals against Atlanta definitely helped his case. You know, I thought he played well. It wasn't really his fault as much in the first half. We were tactically a little bit wrong in terms of how we approached the first half, and in the second half, you know, he was on the field as we got some of those goals early, and it was where he was playing, opened up space for others. So sometimes the crowd, or you know, you only see who had the goals, who had the assists, but you also got to see who opened up the space, and he opened up the space in that case.
He did so well at the end of last season in MLS play. What has been the drop, or is it just because you have so many other players in front of him?
It's really, you know, what happens at the professional level. Sometimes it's like when it's your turn to step up and you're at the front of the line, you have to be able to deliver. And if you don't deliver when you're at the front of the line, sometimes you end up going to the back of the line. And if it's a long line, it takes you a while to get to the front of the line again. And I think that's what happened with Sammy. At the start of the season, we felt, you know, coming into preseason that it would be a really good year for him, a good opportunity. And then what ended up happening is, you know, he wasn't ready to take advantage of that opportunity. David Estrada stepped in, scored some goals, kept Sammy at bay. You know, then we made the Eddie Johnson trade, so then Eddie Johnson stepped ahead of him in line. Sammy, you know, lost a little bit of fitness, so he pushed himself a little further. So it's taken him a while to get back to the front of the line.
Thank you.
Swipe, save and win. That's right. Remember to swipe your season ticket card when buying concessions or retail throughout CenturyLink. For the month of May, not only will you save 30% off food and beverage, excluding alcohol, from the opening of gates until kickoff, and 20% off Adidas Climber Polos at the Pro Shop, but cardholders who swipe their season ticket card will be entered to win an exclusive on-field experience with Sounders players. It's that easy. Swipe, save and win.